Welcome students of Form 1. We're still talking about dimensions of self. So chapter 1 and still talking about paragraph 3, understanding myself. Comprende mi mes. And we're talking about distinguish between echonan and opinionan in a variety of situations. So right now, for instance, there is a crocodile in Bonaire. And it's very important that there's known, are there 5, are there 2, are there 1? So you have to know the facts. If you don't, else you will get rumors. I believe that is redu, ding papiamento, boting hopi mas redu, pero bonoting hopi mas etchunan. Etchunan ta hopi importante. So in social studies, the distinguish between what is fact, what is opinion, distinguir hecho y opinión, the hopi importante. And that's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about in this video. So, much of what we are presented with, hopi maski cum nostra mira, yeah, in maniera di mass media, is a mixture, mingling, a mixture between fact and opinion. Yeah, that's very important. So, what is mass media? When I grew up, I watched TV, a lot of TV, television shows, the news, documentaries, and I was the only one, hopi hende, wak e television. Tur hende wak e television. Tur hende, ta e un mas. Ta hopi mas hende. But also, when I was young, all people used to read a newspaper. When they would get their news, when they wanted the news, they would have to read Nanta Mester Lesa e Courant. Somewhere in the end of the 90s, we got YouTube. So a lot of people aqui that usa YouTube para receber novo, to receive the news. A lot of people use YouTube nowadays, and you guys, yes, you guys use TikTok a lot to get your news. And this is mass media. Dikong, as kita mass media, dikong, hopi masenda ta wak isaki. Hopi masenda ta usa isaki. It is used by a lot of people to form their opinion about things. But the thing about mass media, whether it be the newspaper, or things you see on TV, or things you see on YouTube, things you see here, a lot of the things are a mixture of fact and opinion. E meta, e video aqui tá, como nós está distinguir hecho e opinion. How are we gonna separate them from each other? We're gonna talk about that a little bit more. Yeah? But mass media is the newspaper, it's YouTube, it's TikTok nowadays, and it means a lot of people watch it actually. A lot of people, most people watch mass media. They use it to get their information y el mundo aquí. Besides facts, we also have opinions. An opinion expresses an attitude, an attitude, direction de un cos, which involves already having a view, putting un opinion, putting un standpunt, and putting un conclusion. Acaba. Pro me bosa e etchuna. Pro me bosa e etchunan, putting un opinion, putting un standpunt. Putting an attitude to kante un koi. Yes? So an attitude towards something which involves already having a view. Putting on opinion, putting on standpunt, putting on mira, acaba. Isso aqui tá importante. Yes? So people have opinions, like these women. All have these 5 women, I think, who yumue aqui, putting opinionan. Cada diferente opinionan. Yes? And like I said, a lot of people nowadays receive their information from TikTok or Facebook for the old people like me, or Instagram. And that means we all nowadays, our opinions are hopi mas diferente di con nos recibi nos información, nos recibi nos opinionan, ja, door middel van in the ways of social media, in the ways of internet, yeah, and this makes that a lot of people have different information, have different opinions, and sometimes they conflict. They live in different bubbles, we also say. That's why this is round, you see. We call this like a media bubble. And the media bubble of this man differs a lot from the media bubble of this lady. You could almost say they live in entirely different worlds. Yes. So, and why is this? This is because of social media and YouTube and the internet. It creates that people can receive totally different information and can have totally different opinions. Yes. So the opinions cannot be backed up with facts. So a lot of opinions that these ladies have, yeah, they have opinions, but most of the time, in nota suportar cu echona. Most of the time, yeah, mas e tempo e opinionan nota backed up cu echonan. Yeah, most of the time, the opinions are not backed up with facts. And that's why we have people that can have fights together, yeah, because they believe or they are convinced of totally different information about the world. Yeah? Because of, for instance, TikTok, but also Facebook, also YouTube, also Telegram, also WhatsApp. People get all kinds of different information, yeah, but a lot of the times they are opinions and they are not backed up, supported by, yeah, facts. No sempre este kita supporti ku echona. Yes, but this living together with facts is important. Why? Because we live in Curacao with people with different backgrounds, with different religions, with different ethnicities, with different origins, and that's why we need to live in a country. Nos está mestre biba ding un país, ding nos ting similar etchuna. We have to live in a country where we have similar facts. Mestre biba ding un país, na onda nos ting similar etchuna. That will be important. Yes? So in the country we live together, we have to be able to have the same facts. So we have the same ideas how to bring our country further and how to live together. Ja? Con nostra biba junto. Ja? Y the mesteri nos ting is similar etchuna. To live together, we need the same facts. Yeah? So to be one society, yeah, para un sociedad, yeah, nos the mesteri similar etchuna. That's very important that we have the same idea what are facts and what is opinion. Nos the mester idea similar que kita echonan y que kita opinionan. So we can be one society with all kinds of different people actually living together with different backgrounds, with different religions, with different skin colors, with different traditions, of different ages, of different genders, yeah, and all those people have to be able to live together who is similar etchenan, with the same facts, with the same information, so we don't get divided. It's very important. Yeah. And how can you be sure kung no está seguro nos ting similar etchenan? How can we be sure that we have the same facts? How can we con nostra distinguir opinionan y etchonan? How can we do that? There's a way of doing that. Because a fact is a statement or fact reports what actually happens or what could be proved by available data. O mestre prueba is the key. You have to be able to prove it. Yeah? You have to prove what actually happened. Yeah? And in order to be sure that you have a better understanding of the truth or of a particular situation, con no sta un hecho seguro. How do you know that something is a fact? Con no sta un coita un hecho. Yeah? We have to read more than one account of an event from more than one source. What do I mean by this? Well, for instance, an accident happened. Schotten gaat weg, Caracas by. Ja, un accidente passando. Ja. Nos mester sa que está passando. We have to know what happened. Yeah. And for that we have journalists working for us. Pa nos tatra journalistonan. Yeah. And they write it in the newspaper. So by reading different newspapers, we can have a clearer idea of what happened. So non so è Antilians Dalpat, non so lesa ski, non so è nobo, non so lesa è vigilante, lesa tres of más curantenan, yeah, y bota sa, bosa, que está pasando, yeah. So it's a practice to read more than one account of an event from more than one source. So, no so vaak TV Direct, pero también Tele Curaçao of otro channels. Yeah? Okay. Oh, and also concerning influencers, don't just believe one influencer, but also check it with newspapers, yes, or old school, watch Nicole Trinidad, Libertad TV Direct. So it's very important that we watch different channels on TV so we can come closer to what's actually happening. Yeah? Wak masku on un television channel, lesa masku dos cuarantenan of tres cuarantenan, puntra masku dos of tres hende, y bota masigor kiketa pasando. Yeah? So to have a better understanding of the truth, or in other words, e hecho, di un situación particular, yeah? Lesa masco un courant, lesa masco un account, yeah? Di masco un persona of journalist of station di television of un courant. This is a way you can reach the facts. Da una manera bota reach a hecho. Yeah. So in a society where we have to live together, we all have to try to get to the facts. And we do that by using more than one source, by looking at more than one television channel, and with combining influencers that you watch with also other influencers, but perhaps also with other newspapers, also by asking different people, and also by watching TV sometimes. En y combinación aquí está dirigirnos a un hecho. Seja já e hecho, seja já e verdade, e truth. Yeah, that's very important. I hope you found this video helpful.